Hello all, I'm just setting up. I am literally waiting on the last few megabytes of this thing to download. Boy, oh boy, was it an odyssey to get this thing running. Hope you all are doing well. Grant me but a few moments. I am in the middle of getting everything set up. How was your day? How is it going? How is life? I am doing ducky. Thanks for asking. Doing fine, playing The Witcher 3. Oh, I see. Gwent Max? I have heard that is your new catchment. Bitcher 3? Hi, Mystic, how are you? For those this applies to, please be safe tonight. The snow is coming down quite heavily, and it is going to be bombarding us way until Monday. So, that being said, we might have a sneaky early stream tomorrow, because what else am I going to do? So, that being the case, just hang tight on that, and I will also be with you in a few minutes. I am watching the ticker tick down. I've got like 3 megabytes of this Colossus to download, so... More like Resident Nerd. Oh my god. Hi, Rich. How are you? Says the one teaching us 40k tomorrow. How's it going? See, one should not throw a knife if one is not willing to receive a knife in return. I'm good watching Steven and Tim play Kill Team. Oh, okay, cool. That is the, that's the stripped down, like... Enterprise version of it, right? If I recall it correctly. I was thinking about getting Kill Team because Sox talked about it. The squad combat. Yeah, Sox was talking about it. He apparently is friends with the governor of his state because they're both mutual war gamers, which I find hilarious. And also, what a small world it is. And the reason why I mentioned it is because that's the game they play. They play Kill Team. Kill Team is fun. We have that on TTS as well. What are the differences, if I may ask? I'm assuming Kill Team is a stripped-down version of the full game, as it were. It's nearly completely different, really. Installation has been completed, it says. Where is the thing? So where exactly did it save it? He says. Pensive. Anxious. More than a little nervous. There we go. Where is... Okay, it's under program files. Got it. That is a weird way of doing this. Sorry, everyone. Give me a second. Each guy has an APL score that determines how many actions he can take. Oh, so it's a more granular thing. Also, I love how I asked it specifically to be installed on my backup drive rather than my main drive, and it's like, Lamau, no. Also, the 2 Night Lords kill teams are like top 1 and top 4. Ew, Night Lords. Night Lords are cringe. Uh-oh. Hold on. Fingers crossed that I didn't... Unable to start correctly. Click OK. What do you mean? If this thing is broken, I'm going to be so upset. Because I spent the grand total of, like, an hour. You're cringe. You're cringe. You like edgy Batman. How about that? Call me cringe. I'm allowed to have different opinions. Alright, I'm verifying the files. If this takes longer than, like, 5 minutes, You like Sad Forge Man? I am a Sad Forge Man. What do you mean? Am I not allowed to be sympathetic to things I am? How dare I? Oh, we're gonna move to the just yapping screen because apparently this thing is taking forever to load. And I'm verifying the... I'll be honest, Curse is a... Yeah, he is! Uh-huh. What? Hi, Pops. That's a crazy question. I have never considered that because why would I ever? Also, I hope you're doing well. Zevatar is based, though. What if it's twins? Then it's Pacific Rim? Oh my god, are they just in the drift together? You just see the fetuses just, like, doing the steps in unison? Oh, that's horrible. That's a terrible image! Oh, no. Alright, so I'm verifying the Star Citizen files because apparently... I don't think TTS activated on that. Really? I did hear it. Oh, shit. I know what happened. I know what happened. Here you go. For your own hearing pleasure.
Subthemid says, have you considered that?
There we go.
Should two pregnant people get into a fist fight?
There you go.
What you are actually
Sorry, I had
is a mecha fight between two unborn babies.
Was basically the only one who did. Yeah, it was him and wasn't it a Necron that like wounded the shit out of Sigismund? I think those were the only two real L's he's ever taken in Melee. If I recall correctly. Indeed. Let me see, I can double check. Yeah, I feel like off the top of my head, it's Sevator and it's a Necron. I think it's actually the Silent King that beat him up, if I recall correctly. I need to read more about Black Templars, because Hell's Reach is my favorite novel and 40k novel. It's really good. Grimaldus is such a... Grimaldus is both cool and like a really tired boomer. And like... When you're young... Excuse me. Ugh. When you're young, you relate to... What would the saying go? You relate to the Emperor. When you're old, you relate to Grimaldus because you're just like, ugh, ugh, oh, everything sucks. I'm so angry all the time. Yeah. He just... I also love the fact that he's friends with a guardsman who just, like, takes the piss out of him. It's really funny. His speech on the wall is what... Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, his speech is so fucking good. Everyone needs to read Hell's Reach. Or watch the YouTube animation for it. Also, why am I getting like a blue thing at the bottom here? That's weird. Oh, I know why. Grant me a second. There we go. Alright. That should take care of it. Yeah, it's a really good speech. If you don't want to read the novel, then watch the YouTube animation. Just Google Hell's Reach animation. There's a fan animation for it, and it's fantastic. But yeah, I'm verifying files just to make sure that this thing didn't install improperly. I do have a backup plan in the event that this does not work. So, fingers crossed that it does, because I do actually want to try this. I have been told, and I've been recommended this countless times, so I'm like, okay, alright, fine, I'll bite. I'll see what the deal is all about. I do have a slightly modicum paycheck coming in, so I was like, I can bite on it. An error occurred during the installation process? What do you mean? Alright, I guess we're doing a backup. Oh my goodness. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll just have to figure this out later. Elite Dangerous it is. Like, what else am I gonna do? At this point, that's crazy. I can't believe it made me wait that long for so little. I'm not annoyed. I'm just disappointed. I am a little annoyed. All right, but though. Onwards and upwards to New Horizons. And by New Horizons, I mean Old Horizons, because apparently the New Horizon doesn't freaking work. Rage. Lost to Abaddon. Okay. When Sigismund was 1,000 years old and Abaddon was turbo pumped by the Chaos Gods and Abaddon took a mortal wound doing it, that's crazy. Yeah, he's kind of him, isn't he? Absolute madman. All right, I'm just logging in real quick. Unbelievable. I spent 2 whole hours waiting for this thing to download just to have it not work. All right, well, that's life, I guess. Anyways. Hello, Salted. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Can we get a shout out for Salted? I hope you're doing well, my friend. The duel with Sevatar was 20 hours long, and Sevatar only quote-unquote won because he got tired of fighting within the rules and headbutted Sigismund. The duel was then interrupted by the fists in the room, who called Sevatar a cheater, but Sigismund said it was a good hit. That's crazy. Imagine getting, like, eye poked in a cage fight, and he was like, no, that was a good eye poke, though. So yeah, my initial plan to play Star Citizen tonight is now thwarted. So hopefully, maybe I can get it working tomorrow. I just gotta figure out why this thing didn't download properly. Very strange. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But for now, we're gonna be elite and be dangerous. Mostly dangerous. I don't think I'm very elite. Losing my sanity because of my computer? What is going on with your computer? I hope it's alright. I hope you're doing okay. You're doing alright. Okay, good, good, good. That's the most important thing, that you're doing alright. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you. I'm doing the best I can given the circumstances. We had some good tech support people if you need to troubleshoot. It's true. I think like a good 30% of our population are pretty tech savvy, so. It's starting to seem as Doob is elite dangerous or simply barely average, mostly harmless. I used to play this game constantly on stream. This is my Yap stream game. If I want to do just chatting, but I need to do something with my hands in the background, I usually pop this thing on. Mission board. Let's see what the board is mission-wise. Nothing. Where am I? Am I in hell, or is this just purgatory? Why is this man a cheeked-up Isaac from frickin' Dead Space? I had to wait 10 hours for a process to finish? Wow, that's not relatable at all. Grumble, grumble, Star Citizen, grumble. And I needed it to finish before I could continue my data restoration? Oh, God. What's with all the Windows? Oh, my goodness. I don't want to mention it because I don't want to bring the Baba Yaga into the room. But, like, I've seen a lot of people having problems with, and having to reset data as of late. I have it, but I don't think I got more than 5 or 6 hours in it. Well, I wanted to get like 5 or 6 hours into it tonight, but grumble, grumble, grumble. It is what it is, as the kids say. Missing permit. How am I missing a permit? I'm missing so many permits. Have I been excommunicated from the galaxy? Is that what's happening? You know, considering how many assassination missions I've done across the galaxy, that's completely fair and understandable. Anyway, so I'm going to go over to the star system next door to see if they have anything on the queue here. No doubt all my missions are 100% dead. Oh, man, I have a freaking... I have multi-credit bond on me. Alright, I gotta figure that out, too. Just like riding a bike. Yeah, I know, I know. Hold on, my landing gear is also up too. So there we go. Now we're heading out. Go to truck across the galaxy. I don't know, I've been in a very contemplative and ponderous mood. That was kind of the same word twice. I've been doing a lot of journalism and very impromptu, like, philosophic debate, not debates, but like impromptu speeches, I guess. Because a lot of people have varying misnomers about the nature of some subjects, and I was like, all right, well, let me discuss some like formal arguments, you know? Kind of bridge the gap there. I firmly believe if you have a skill or ability, that you should teach it as to the best of your ability. That's not to say, like, you should open up a school for whatever it is you're good at, but, like, if the opportunity arises to showcase and or share your skills with people in a meaningful way, then I think it's a very important thing to do. The candle is only good if it is burning, as it were. So don't be afraid to shed your light. Oh, gravity well. Damn it, I overshot by a lot. Alright, do you have any assignments for me? Because I am in need of some work and or to pay off this bounty on my head. Oh, this is a planet. Hold on. Well, I'm at the current location. At least I thought it was. Okay. Wait. Let me make sure that I'm in the right system. Oh, there we go. Martino Point. Let's try that. I was about to say, I don't really see a port here anywhere. Apparently this was marked as a populated solar system, so... But yeah, I've been reading House of Suns from Alistair Reynolds, which is a very interesting sci-fi novel. It takes place, I think, a couple of billion years after our current era, And it's a lot about starfaring, impossible human longevity. There are things called Shatterlings, which are basically android, nanite, and human mixes. I guess they would be technically cyborgs, but they're not really described as cyborgs per se. They're described as humans slowly turned into robots. And this process either comes with tremendous quirks, i.e. they become like kind of, well, they go kind of crazy. I guess there's no way of sugarcoating it. Or they become like very, very robotic. And the protagonist is someone that has had this shift. And over the years, she's become very, 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 like, hyper in tune with emotions. Which is very unusual for that society. And a lot of it is, like, the disparate understanding of what eternity means. What it really means to be human. It's an exploration of how we handle our conflicts. This isn't No Man's Sky. Hello, WB Enjoyer. I hope you're doing well. Well, I was going to play... Oh my god, Mug! Hello, everyone. My name is Zoob the Mad. I'm a crocodilian horror from Beyond the Stars, a weaver of nightmares. And tonight, I am playing Elite Dangerous because Star Citizen wouldn't queue. Thank you so much for the follow, Little James. Welcome to the swamp. Thank you for the follow, Maddie. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm getting bombarded in this chat. The Muglets have arrived. Is that what you decided what you're calling your follower counts now? I think... Oh my god. Hey Muggy, how are you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Riley. Hello. Hi, Tyke. I hope you're doing well as well. What the heck? Get nommed? Wow, that sticker is crazy. Mug for partner? Yeah, I mean, he's gonna nail it. He's well on his way. Hello, Fox. How are you doing? Hi, Ghosty. Am I not your dad? Oh my god. All right. I didn't see that. I didn't see that you call me dad again. Listen, everyone. I may be the daddy, but I'm not your father, okay? I did not leave your mother to go get the milk and never come back like a lot of people will have you believe. All right? I am not that kind of dad. Mug Raid also lettuce? Bog Brigade is nuts. Oh my god. I don't know what I hate more. Lego Buddy or Bog Brigade? Zoob calls me dad in Star Citizen, though. I try to get it started, Riley, okay? So today, I spent 2.5 hours downloading Star Citizen files. And when I got ready for stream, I was like, yes, this is going to be a great new thing that I'm going to try with stream. And it's going to have very similarly dangerous vibes, but it also has that, like, extraction shooter stuff I've been low-key craving in the background. And what happened was that the files got either corrupted or it didn't download right or something like that. But, like, I immediately pressed the launcher and it was like, exit out, driver error. And it's like, what? What do you mean? So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna play some Elite Dangerous because I want the same vibe. And this doesn't involve me verifying the files for like the entire stream, trying to figure out why on earth it is not working. So this is a happy little compromise. I already have this installed. This is kind of my cozy game, so this works for me. Verify the bog. Verify these nuts, Ghosty. You absolute gremlin. Also, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I could help tomorrow. Just hit me up. Yeah. I mean, it looks like I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of anything because gestures outside the window in a way you can't see. There's a lot of snow coming down. I'm not going anywhere, it seems, for the foreseeable future, so... Oh, wait. I did not ask for permission. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I am hovering... Denied? What do you mean denied? Why are you denying me? I'm sorry I crept on your shit. Bog father? What am I, Dong Boglione? Like I'm the fucking croc father? Oh my goodness. I think Flynn that made that joke a long time ago. It's still a good one. I did verify it. Mud Daddy? Oh my lord. I feel like a phrasing should be called on that. Alright, I'm farther away. Okay, thank you. I was gonna have a panic attack if you didn't accept my hail request. Yeah, Mug Daddy has a mega phrasing. Remember to stock up on ridiculous amount of milk?
42 says access denied. You have outstanding crimes against ceilings. Deploying security forces.
No, it wasn't me. We've established this. Liminal is the one that pees on the ceiling. He admitted fault yesterday, okay? That's the new lore. Lim is the ceiling pisser. He's like the lesser known Batman supervillain. But all he does is pee on ceilings. And then eventually, like weeks later, your landlord calls and is like, we're getting reports of really funky smell coming from your roof. Can we need someone to go and inspect it. I just sniffed the seats. That's insane. As long as it's consensual seat sniffing. What am I saying? Oh, how did I get here? What is my life? Gonna lurkies, love you, Dad. I'm not your dad! Can I seat consent is crazy. No, you are not sniffing my chair. That's between you and everyone else, okay? Usually at movie, that's crazy. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Doing this manually in order to feel alive. Buttery?
Cocodrilo.
Thank you for the follow, Vega Fox Music. Welcome to the swamp. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the new follows that came in during the Mug raid. Thank you so much. And everyone, please follow my friend Mug. Mug is pushing for partner right now. I'm very happy and very proud of him. Oops. I accidentally pressed S. That was not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was I wanted to go down like this. And we are good. Side note, I sneak in already cooked bacon so I can add it to my popcorn. What? You're putting bacon on popcorn? Hold on. Let me think about this. I've never thought of this prospect. I mean, the fat would render it very nicely, because popcorn butter is basically just cheese fat. There's like, not a rennet, but there's a word for it. It's the crust that you get when you're making cheese. That's what movie butter popcorn is. Like the movie butter that they take from the spigot, they don't use real butter. The reason why is because butter does not store very well at room temperature. So they use that rennet from the cheese, and they add like a bunch of like salt and other shit to it, and they melt it. And that's what movie butter is. So movie butter is not butter. Yeah, I was about to say, because the bacon grease would render it pretty well. It would have a very similar effect. So maybe you got something there. As long as I can pour it all over my face. What? I'm going to do some courier missions while I'm trying to process that. You know what? I'm just going to not ask. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. I'm just not. We're plotting this route, and we're heading out. Launch, baby. Wait, why are they spinning me around just so I can fly up? I never understood that. You could just, like, let me just take off. I feel like that's just extra power that you're using for no reason. But who am I to question a starfaring society? Yeah, that's my thought exactly, WP. Sometimes I look at chat and then I have that exact reaction. I just look at it and go, wait, what? You know? Speaking of which, I've got 30 pounds of bacon and I'm free till Thursday. 30 pounds of bacon? That's a lot of bacon. What are you, a butcher? That's the only excuse I can think of, unless you're a farmer and you're curing your own bacon. Like, those are the only two reasons why I would feasibly be able to understand why you have that much bacon in your possession. Like, that's way too much. Oh, you make pork jerky. Oh, okay. Alright. So you're a meat curator, then. I see. Whatever that is. Or is it, are you like part of a like a plant or something like that? Like a factory that makes jerky. That's the other homemade jerky. Oh, is it, are you a small business? A craft jerkyman. I didn't need to say it like that. That sounds so sus. The rest is just to enlarge my ham thighs. That is a sentence you wrote in my chat, yes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Well, this should be relatively simple. We just need to drop off a package. I am a little bit concerned as to how many permits I need. So perhaps I'm going to have to change this vehicle out and maybe see if I can get some additional licenses. Because I was able to fare pretty far into the Milky Way. Like, I got to, like, midway towards the Sol system, which is our system. And I was in the freaking boondocks. I was in, like, Deliverance Town in space. I also have an iron jaw. I see. I open beer bottles with my teeth. I strongly recommend not doing that because you will chip your enamel. At some point. I have a couple of chipped teeth. Well, one was because of a fight. The other one was because I was an idiot at a party, and I did just that. So, yeah, be careful, is all I'm saying. You'll grow them back or ask the machine god? Crocbot, can I have my teeth back? He's not answering. I hate it when he's silent like this. It's like he's judging me, silently in that corner of his.
Popsicle42 says no, you may not have your teeth back.
Oh. I did ask nicely. Dadgummit. Yes, I know I grow my teeth back, but they never grow back the same. I'd like to have mine restored, please. Also, suffice to say, it's very important that you put your mouth guard in properly if you're in combat sports. Just saying, said Goku. What type of person would each Chaos God be at a family cookout? Slaanesh is definitely the one that brings the very questionable desserts. And she's the crazy aunt that brings that, like, godlike tiramisu, and you're not sure where she got it from. Because some of the ingredients look super sus. But, like, no one complains because it's so good. Nurgle is the stinky uncle that has terrible political opinions. He's really fat and he wears a Hawaiian shirt and no one likes him. There are a couple people that like him. They're also stinky. That's, so you give them their own table and you call them Stink Brigade behind their back. Let's see. Zinch? Zinch is the one that always vague posts the day before the event in the group chat. And then you're trying to figure out what the hell he's trying to say. And then he shows up late. Then he has like a bunch of, like, toxic posts on Facebook afterwards. Like, guess no one will truly understand. Shrug emoji. You know, like, he's that guy. And then he may or may not show up at the picnic. And then if he shows up at the picnic, he's like 5 hours late. You're like, where the hell were you? We already ate like most of it. He's like, ah, yes, according to plan. And he grabs all the potato salad and he walks away. He doesn't explain anything. That is such an oddly specific story that makes it almost seem like that happened to me in real life. It is not. It was just something I freeballed. Yes, I did. Listix, do you have your stuff back, by the way? I was a little concerned about it. Yeah. I don't want to bring attention to it, but I hope you got your stuff back. I'm really sorry that happened to you. It sounds like something I would do. You may be in 1,000 sun. Lost full control. They nuked my email. Dude, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, everyone, be careful out there. There's a lot of nasty hackers who will take your account if you're not careful. Not to say that Listless didn't do his DD, but it happens to the best of us. Well, if it's any consolation, I sincerely hope that you've gotten some modicum of control back in your life. I'm very sorry that happened to you. I was very confused because I was like, I got like a random email from that not a random email, a random DM from that person. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It was very strange. But anyways, in fact, it ended up in a grippy sock cast. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully you're better now. Okay, the account that just joined your... Okay, good. Alright, buddy. Well, I'm glad you're back to some sort of normalcy. So I'm happy that you're back. I was concerned. Yeah, it was taken care of from our end, so yeah. Oh yeah, who was the last one that I didn't mention? Corn. Corn's the one that gets irrationally angry at horseshoes. The edgy nephew sitting alone in the hot tub. No, he's like the middle-aged, like, you're not sure whose uncle he is, but he shows up and he's always angry. And he's like sweating like pounds of creatine. And no one wants to approach him because he's very scary. So no one's going to tell him to leave. So he's just kind of there fuming over the horseshoes, screaming when he misses. We're almost at Bowen Holdings. What is 100% the Yank? Yeah. When you see his... Absolutely. He's got very problematic opinions about politics as well. Alright, we're almost here. This is a long ways to go to deliver a package. He's like Granny from the Addams Family. Luke, he just showed up one day and everyone's too afraid to ask. That's, oh, and like everyone, and like he just, oh yeah, like he just showed up. Yeah. I'm not gonna ask him to leave, are you? Hell no, that guy's crazy. Probably rip my head off if I did. I enjoy how simultaneously, like, it takes forever to get anywhere here in this game, but it's also kind of nice because it gives you moments to breathe and really meditate. Like, how did I become a scaly YouTuber on the internet? How did I end up here? How did this end up becoming a job I do? Like, this is such a weird, life is such a weird experience. I gotta make rounds to make sure people remove that account from their shit. Yes, yeah. Good luck, Listless. Wait, what about Gork and Mork? Well, they're not Chaos Gods. One is cunning but brutal, and one is brutal but cunning. I mean, if you're gonna make it a whole, like, faction party. Hi, Cleric, how's it going? Alien sentient croc surfs the stars while talking to unhinged goobers on the internet. Yeah, this is literally one of my jobs, which is very funny to me. Hi, Cleric, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Can we get a shout out for Icy? That'd be wonderful. They found because orcs are all agents of chaos. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Well, they be the two twin brothers that are definitely beating Korn in horseshoes, and he's getting really, really mad. Still in the 90% win rate trend. Damn. All right. I'm glad you're finding success with it. I do worry about your mental health because it is Overwatch, and from what I've experienced, the Overwatch community can be quite toxic. So, I suppose that can be said for a lot of things that are popular. Thank you so much, Bandito. Welcome to the swamp. It's been good. Good, I'm glad. Alright, but do me a favor. They're delusional AF, but it doesn't affect me. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Hold on. Hold that thought. I'm about to get attacked by a pirate. Can you... Thank you. Yay! Sorry about that. Play Warframe, become a twink? I will never be a twink. I assure you. My body type makes that physiologically impossible. I read that in Pops' voice, and that disturbed me. Because I thought I had, like, a new sound redeem that somehow mimics my friends' voices. And then I was like, no, wait, that was all in my head. Oh, that was very surreal. For Cleric Twink, for Croc Daddy Twunk. No. No, I am barrel-chested. I am like Eddie Hall if he also liked to eat Twinkies. That was a terrible thing I could have used as a candy treat. I could have used any other sweet, but my brain auto-corrected to that. Oh my goodness. Can you eat me? No, I'm not going to! Stop asking! I also consume... God damn it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Mug has been asking me to... Mug has been recommending that I put the Vortag in my stream description. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I don't think I have the inner strength to put that as a tag on my channel. Do you know how many people it would attract while also simultaneously making it the most unhinged stream on the internet? I could not. I could not. Look, I deal with a lot of wacky stuff in my life. I could not turn the faucet up any louder, you know, or any stronger. We're already pretty unhinged. Yeah. Exactly. That's my point. The point is that it's gonna hit critical mass if I put the Vortag in on the stream description, you know? Like, there's going to be a time where there's gonna be legitimately like, oh god, you know, we're gonna have one of those moments. That's why I'm not doing it. It works for Mug because, I don't know, he has some, like, anti-chaos gremlin attracting energy, which doesn't turn, like, full gooner. Oh, wait. No. What do you mean denied? Hello, Charles. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Have you had to explain to your parents what Vor is yet? No, thank God. I did have to explain to them what a furry was, which was deeply, deeply hilarious and uncomfortable simultaneously, and it was at Christmas. So, I have to explain this story. So, my brother's boyfriend is basically part of the family, and at Christmas, he gave to me as a gift a portrait of myself in this form. Well, actually, it influenced this form. As like a drawing, because he's very good at drawing. He's an amazing illustrator. And Mom goes, Zoob, why are you a crocodile man? And then I had to explain what that was. And it was the most uncomfortable conversation I've ever had at a holiday ever. It was also very funny. I did also have to explain to my local government what a furry was too, because they noted that there were a number of paychecks that I was getting from Twitch Interactive, and they were like, "What's that about?" And I'm like, "I'm a furry streamer." What? And then I had to explain to them what that was. That was, and you have to understand, this was during a Zoom call. I was staring at this bald, middle-aged white man, slowly melting in his chair as I had to explain what a furry was. While I was also on the video call, slowly melting in my seat, wishing I was anywhere else. It was horrific. It was probably one of the most traumatizing times I've ever had as a small business. Oh, thank goodness. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. No, Mom was just like, that's very funny. And I'm like, yeah, I know. She was like, well, you know what, son, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, and then she was like, when are you getting a boyfriend? I'm like, no, Mom. She's like, I heard that a lot of them are gay. Because it turned out that Ollie told her, or Al told them about, what a furry was in the background, because he was like whispering in her ear. And she was like, aren't there a lot of them gay? Are you gay? And I'm like, not really, no. She's like, I just want you to have something in your life. And I'm like, We're not having this discussion on Christmas. I can make you... No, you can't. Damn it, son, I didn't raise no bottom is crazy. Not really. Look, I know from extensive experience. I've had a wild life, okay? I know from experience. Not really. I'm a basketball toss me. I'm a bottom toss me like a bat. That's crazy. Mood. That's alright, well, you know what? As long as you two are happy. If that's what you want to do at half court, then who am I to stop you, you know? I'm a basketball toss me like a bottom is also simultaneously nuts. Wait, what? There we go. Ow. Starport services. Can I finally drop off this package? It only took me like an hour to get here. I'll take the credits. My entire life can be surmised in the Elmo burning in hell meme. Oh my god. The stoic staring into the stars as fire rushes around him. It's a very good image. It's very funny. Alright, how do I... Okay. There's a disembark option. There we go. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. It's classic. Alright, let's see if I can grab a mission over here. My goal now is to... I was trying to get to the center of the galaxy. That was my initial run premise, but I don't have enough cash in order to get a strong enough ship to do that. I love this game. This game is a vibe. This is my yapping stream game. Like, I don't really like just doing just chatting streams, you know what I mean? I need to have something in the background. Maybe it's undiagnosed ADHD, which would make a lot of sense. But I need to do something while I'm just yapping to the void. Well, I mean, you're here, but you know what I mean, right? Like, this is kind of an asynchronous conversation we're having, where I am using my voice and you're using words on a screen. You know what I mean? I like to think if my parents found out I'm a furry, my mom would be like, oh, that's cool. My dad would simply be concerned about how much it would cost. That's really funny because Dad Croc said that looks expensive. Because my brother's boyfriend showed them like random suits and stuff. Because he's part of the community as well. I found out about this like at the holiday. I had no idea. And we had like a Spider-Man moment where I was like, wait, you two, what? How, what? You know? Use human flesh, it grows back. There's nothing here. This is a liminal space station. There is nothing here. There are no missions. There's no one to interact with. That's very strange. Then again, this is a procedurally generated galaxy, so it's possible that there are some gaps in rendering. I am also, like, in the boondocks. Like, I am very, very far away from most civilizations, so... And that was because I got a little bit... I got too close to an enemy cluster system, and I had to run for my life. So I kind of overcompensated. Whoop. There we go. Yeah, let me see. Oh no, not a combat mode! Turn it off! There we go. I meant to do this. I instinctively pressed M for map because that is the term for a lot of games, but
Croc Daddy.
thank you for the redeem. Oh, let's see. Oh man, am I stuck? Chad, am I cooked? Missing permit. Why does it keep saying missing permit? This is so strange. I'm a little concerned right now, actually. Did I perhaps somehow soft lock myself? Because if so, I'm going to have to do the tutorial again. That's going to be annoying. I might actually have to do that. I'm going to see what happens when I go to this. I go to this galaxy. Or I guess the system. And if it does, in fact, only give me... That's 500% of my points. That's 500 of my points gone? How so? Did it not show up? Did it not happen? I'm pretty sure that, I think it was working, because I did see the redeem. No, it did. Now I only have 60 left. Ah, I see. Well, there are many ways to increase that if you'd like. But just being here, you know, that's reward enough for me. Fly into the sun. So what happens is, it's actually pretty boring what happens when you fly into the sun. It just short circuits your electronics, and then you just kind of sit there for like 15 minutes as you slowly cook alive. That's pretty much it. You can't fly into the sun, per se. You'll short circuit long before you actually hit the core. So, you know. I have tried it live on stream. Hot Pocket? More like Burnt Pocket at the end of it. I mean, if you think about the amount of heat coming from that star, radiating, that's a lot of slapped chickens, you know? Y'all remember that old meme? How many slaps does it take to fully cook a turkey? Or a chicken? I think about that meme a lot. Yeah. Just the sheer audacity of like quantifying kilojoules into heat units. It just depends on if it's a bottom or not. Oh my god, what? Like one guy actually built a yeah. There was a whole video about it. It was just like a fucking silicon hand that was just slapping. The chicken was cooked but tasted terrible. Yeah, if you slap the shit out of your meat, of course it's gonna taste awful. It doesn't evenly distribute the heat. Oh my god. Like, how many times do you have to slap buns before they're considered microwaved? You know, like cinnamon buns. I don't want to think about that. That's stupid. That's a stupid thing to ask. It's one of the things we do for science. Yeah, apparently. I'm reminded of Jeff Goldblum's quote in Jurassic Park. They just because they can. They never thought that maybe they shouldn't. You know? If you're gonna beat your meat and taste bad, well, okay then. Heated buns turn around. Oh my god. Oh, man. I just remember Mom Croc's response when she found out that I was doing this. Aren't they gay? It's just the way she said it was so funny. Now I'm hungry. Well, do you have any chicken? I heard if you slap it enough, you can cook it without the use of an oven. I actually made some, I made like a marinated like pork masala thing. So I'm on the quest to actually make butter chicken, but I keep fucking up in new and interesting ways and creating like actually really good dishes. So the latest one, I added some heavy cream to it. Because apparently that's what you need for the sauce, and I've never put heavy cream into it. I just added a bunch of tomato sauce. Yeah, you do have bacon jerky. There you go. Ever try honey butter? Yeah, honey butter is great. Dangerous. Why are you denying me my dock? Outdoor Boys taught me that one. Oh, real? They sound familiar. Is that a channel, or are you just talking about, like, outdoorsman friends? Yeah, I think there's only one port, and this one guy's using it. Okay, it is... Okay, it is a channel.
Mysterios321 says, I would love to butter your buns, honey.
Jesus Christ, Eos! Hi, Eos. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oh my god. Thanks, but no thanks. Get off the pot! I need to get into that dock and get missions. That's an entrance? Yeah, that was definitely something. Came back from playing The Witcher 3. Yeah, yeah, you were playing Witcher 3 in the background. Oh my goodness. What a thing to return with. Are you done at the docking station? Oh, thank goodness. Landing pad 4. Okay, where are you? How was your Witcher 3 session? Excuse me. There was some of that pork masala coming up. I was quite pleased with it. In fact, I took the sauce that I ended up creating and put it into a separate container that I will use for
Mysterios321 says, I would love to dock on those mountains in your chest.
Oh my god, Eos? Bad Eos, I'm getting the spritz bottle. I like this guy is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know, dude. Went well, made some side missions. I see. I don't think I've never played a Witcher game. Ever. Then again, I'm not really a huge fantasy guy. I like my guns. I like my space shit. I don't really like fantasy that much. I was playing Skyrim earlier. The only one you need to play is 3. I see. How was your Skyrim experience? And touchdown. And I'm facing the wrong way. Shit. Also, Space Marine 2 was added to Xbox Game Pass. Oh, sick. They've been doing phenomenally well. It's brought a lot of new people into the fandom. Like, there are a non-zero amount of my friends who are now like, so what's this Warhammer thing? You know? And it's really a joy to be able to introduce them. Buzz Lightyear putting his hand on Woody's shoulder style, you know? The first one is on there too. The first one is also a very good game. I think it holds up pretty well as well. Granted, of course, the multiplayer is not nearly as robust as 2 is. I think 2 has a... I think in ways, 2 has simultaneously a better and worse multiplayer experience. It's really hard for me to explain my thoughts on this. But I do feel like it was definitely an afterthought, obviously. They knew 1 and 2 were old and clanky, so they decided to explain the past games in the third one. Oh, good. I appreciate that when games do that, when they're like, yeah, we acknowledge our past was kind of rough, and we're not going to force our player base, or our potential player base, to suffer through the less polished versions for the sake of understanding the current story, you know? Like, that's a W move on their part. Like, now, if they're interested, they can go back and see, like, it happen in, you know, during their playthrough. But I love having the option of just being like, hey, you don't have to play these games. They're old. You know? Hello, Elena.
I know it seems bad, but this is the right thing to do.
Eliminate Elvira Miles. Okay. Where are you? Winkler's Drilling. Alright.
Good luck, Commander. It's not
My heart is on fire for Elvira. Hey, Moon, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I assume you're popping up on your lunch break. Hope your day is going wonderful. And that you're staying warm if it is indeed applicable to you, because it's getting kind of snowy out there. Launch, please. I'm off. Call me Napoleon because I'm 4'4" and ready to dominate. Oh my goodness. So actually, the Napoleon slander on his height was actually British propaganda. He was pretty normal for his time. He was like 5'6", 5'7", which was pretty average for a Frenchman. Even though he was a Corsican, technically. He was actually from Corsica. He wasn't actually originally French. That's another little tidbit for ya. Hello, Kyra. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. No root set. Missing. Oh, okay. Okay. There is something going on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually exit. And I'm gonna remake the world because there's something broken here. I know it's really funny to make fun of the French. However, yeah, it was a smear campaign. It was a smear campaign for the British Empire. Strangely enough. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to. That's rough. But yeah, it's glitched. All right, we're making a new one. Always on, emergencies only. All right, let's see. I'm gonna remake the character. Or I can go wild. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I want to make a version of my avatar. I like this yee haircut though. This is how I feel in real life. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, Kyra. Thank you so much for your coffee, smoke, snacks, and drinks, as well as your chalky milk. I'm gonna do that. Oh my goodness. Oh god. One has jaundice. Bro, these scars are gnarly looking. What? Bro, did you get in a fight with a whole drawer of knives? Like, how the fuck? Look at this Bond villain-ass scar. I'm good. Woke up about a few minutes ago. Oh, shit. Well, welcome aboard. I hope you're enjoying this stream with a little bit of coffee. And he got hit with a shovel? Yeah, this is how I... Oh, my God. Middle-aged Andy? Could you imagine, like... Could you imagine role-playing as an office worker? Oh man, I kind of want to do that. I think that would be very funny. I do kind of like the Gumpus looking hair. The That's what he does in my mind. No, please. Narrow. I can't really tell the difference between a lot of these. Almond-shaped, heavy-lidded. Yeah, this is me after a 12-hour shift. Nose preset. That one kind of looks right. me. Some of these mouths are hilarious looking. Cupid's bow? Yeah. I'm gonna roleplay as a disgruntled IT worker who had to work in the industry for 10 years. And he finally got his severance check. And now he's like, fuck it. Let's see. What's a good Steward Pinklesberg? This is the Ballad of Steward Pinklesberg. With a smoker voice? Yeah. Trust me. If you have enough years in IT, you too will have a smoker's voice by the end of it. Oh, we're doing the whole thing? Yeah. In an alternate reality where furries are people and humans are their sonas, they roleplay as the humans who have the classic day-to-day life. 1 month in IT is enough to give you a smoker's voice, to be honest. You're so valid for saying that. I worked retail, I got that shit for free. Yo, I hear ya. Anything service industry related, that just puts the smoker's voice on ya. Alright, now I don't have to do the whole this whole training thing, because I know how to play this game. High on Life 2? Oh, is that what you were playing?
If you need any advice, just let me know. Whatever you need, we've got the ship for you. Sure.
Yeah.
If you'd like to simulate your Pilots Federation list, when you're ready, InterAstra will be happy to help you.
Oh my god, do I really have to complete... Do I really have to complete the ship training again? Why did you make that last one optional, but then I have to do this one? That's ridiculous.
Okay, let's see.
Alright. Yes, start training.
Good.
I ended up getting fired for threatening to strangle a customer for berating my coworker. Oh my word. Yeah, just don't do that. There's aliens that love humans so much they become furries, and their furries are humans. Oh, wow, that's wild and weird. Skip training, please. I know how to fly a damn plane. Or ship. How do you know that I lit a Siggy now? Are you in my walls? I did it. Wow, that was a long and That was a long training session. Whoa, man. Put so many hours in.
You after a weapon or an upgrade? You don't want to be caught unprepared.
Let me browse your stocks.
Take your time.
Let's see. I'm going Maverick, because I like Mavericks. Yes.
Maverick suit. I'm sure you'll put all that extra carrying capacity to good use. Just be careful with the arc cutter. It'll cut through just about anything.
I maybe,
Don't
who
forget to
knows?
put that suit into a loadout.
Yes.
Shrewd choice. The Karma P15 won't let you down.
Alright. Visit a terminal, apply my new suit to a loadout. Okay, okay, okay. Why are you holding my hand doing this? I already have played this game. Am your hair? That's crazy. I look so scared in this loadout. Maverick, apply suit. Secondary weapon. The Karma P15, equip. Oh, did I buy 2 of them? Dag flabbit. Do it. Back. Yes. Alright, I did it. We did it. Now we do missions. Thanks, I showered today. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna start as a humble delivery driver. I don't think Stuart Pinkelberg is ready to take a man's life. I use the walls for my... That is crazy. Yeah, creatively distinct music. Off we go. Oh, we're in the same galaxy as them. Or star system as them. There you are. I don't like... He just duplicate via mitosis? That's... You're slowly turning into, like, some sort of, like, cosmic horror. Like, what is this? Oh my goodness. I am off. You know what? I'm kind of happy that I had to wipe and reset. It's funny how your brain gets ahead of your tongue sometimes. You ever just have one of those things where you have a sentence in your brain and then halfway through you edit it, and then by the time that you're done, the other person just looks at you, blinks, and says, "What the hell did you just say?" Because you mashed them both in your mouth simultaneously and then just spit them out in an incoherent sentence. That happens to me quite a bit. I feel like y'all are going to refute that and be like, no, you're just weird. Whoa, okay. Where the hell is this freaking jump point? Is it really on the other side of the planet, so I have to drive a... well, not drive, but fly across the entire freaking perimeter. That's so annoying. Please tell me that is not going to be the case. I would very much like it if that was not the case. You know, I'm just going to escape orbit, and then that way I'll have a wider berth around the planet. That'll help. Hold on, let me just get a glass of water real quick. Nerd? You're a nerd. How are you doing, Dion? I hope you're doing well. Can I get a shout out for both, Did we get a shout out for Cleric? I don't think we did. Can we get one for Icy, and then one for Dion? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm a little miffed because I was supposed to be playing a certain other game tonight, but apparently the file installation completely shit itself, so now I'm playing Elite Dangerous as a backup plan. You're gonna piss so big. Go pee! Go piss, girl. Can we get a shout out for Zoop too? Aw, you guys don't have to. I'm just here to support the streamer.
A few tweaks. Or like follower. Yeah, I hate to tell you this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious that you shouted yourself out. That you shouted me out.
Please give it back to me. Yes, here.
This is gonna look so indulgent when mine comes up. This was not what I wanted.
Oh,
This is what they decided that is going to happen. So I apologize in advance. Oh, I hope I don't get the pepperonis on my nips one. That one is so terrible.
It's unfortunate. The memory was also badly damaged. Don't fret.
Are you good?
No matter what you are, I'll always love you.
I don't know if she's.
Forever.
What is happening in this scene? Oh.
Anna's one. Anna's one. Anna's one. Let's go.
We just got a kill clip from Cleric. Oh no, not this one.
Anything in here? Oh yes! Oh shit!
That was a surprisingly tame one. I could have gotten the one that was where I was also playing Elite Dangerous and I was reading a comment that got progressively more unhinged. And I was too caught in the bit and I had no choice but to double down and dial in. Oh, that was a terrible clip. Girl getting happy over a man dying. Yeah, that's what I was confused. Oh man, I got the freaking Space Freighter again. Because that's the default one. The default one's so crappy. It's like a shitty trapezoid that barely goes anywhere. I just realized that. Yo, what's up, Zoop? I read that kind of in your voice. Hi, Muggy. Welcome back. I'm doing good. So, there was a little problem where I got kind of stuck between 3 star systems, so I ended up having to reset my save. So, we're early into the beginning stages of this game again, which is a little unfortunate, but, you know, on the other hand, I was able to make the most tired-looking IT worker of all time. So, I guess it's a net positive. Can someone invite me to the server? My Discord is trying to make me make a new account. What? Bro, look at this man's profile if you can. No. I don't want to. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't care. Hollow me. There we go. I'm gonna crash in this planet. Look at how tired this man looks. This man looks like he just worked an 18-hour shift at a high-capacity call center, and he just wants to go home, have a cigarette and a coffee, and then he wants to pass out. Hi, Mite. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. My Discord is being a dick. Why are you guys screaming at each other? You good? Y'all good in there? Y'all need some help? Maybe some milk? Oh, the scar is when he fell asleep and hit his head along the edge of the desk. Yeah, it was really bad. And he actually still had to work that day when they got him stitched up. He was like, oh, fuck. Not again. Because he just realized that he was committed to a double that night. So he got his stitches and they had to work a double. It was the worst day of his life. That's the kind of man Stuart Pinklesberg is. You're not really getting anywhere in the world with a name like that. I'm sorry. He's trying his best, though. He's gonna beat the statistical odds. And sometimes, when the call center gets you down, you think about side hustles that you can run in your spare time. He's had a lot of paid vacations, so he's taken it all in a desperate attempt to get out of the IT business and into the entrepreneurial business. One could say he's literally a venture capitalist because he's venturing out. Sophisticated joke. Oh, man. It's fucking terrible. I'm sorry. I have random acts of Britishness where I just have to do that. I have too many friends in the UK. They've rubbed off on me. I keep asking them, please someone invite you to the server. It doesn't let you do it if you do ! Discord. All right, let's see. Where is this thing? It wants me to make a new account. Well, how are you doing it? Are you doing it on your phone? Or are you doing it in like a desktop? Mobile. That's weird. Shouldn't log you out. Let me just there we go. Let's zoom in real nice and tight on this. There we go. Beautiful. Who's pinging me? Sorry. I mean, it should let you through the authenticator. Like, if you set up, like, a two-factor authentication, you can use that instead. It didn't? I mean, what I would do is I would do ! Discord. Just copy over the link, and the thing to one of the devices you do have access to, you just type it in. Because that'd be the easy... Well, not really easy, but... That or email it to yourself. I do that constantly. And then you can just access it on the device that you can actually access it on. Because if you can't access it there, where you traditionally access it, how many times can I say the word access in one sentence? If you can't access it from the place that you normally get log in, then that's a account sign, and you're probably gonna have to check with Discord regardless. There we go. Am I still at a hyperspace speed? Because it doesn't feel like it. No, well, I can't boost, so technically I am.
Mysterios 321 says I'm gonna access your hard drive and I'm gonna drop a random video.
What? I was gonna say something very foul to Crocbot, but I held my tongue. Alright, we're almost there. My first delivery! Yay!
Mysterios 321 says I knew you didn't have the coconuts to say it.
Yeah, I don't have coconuts. I have other nuts. I have a lot of cashews. You want some of those?
Popsicle42 says I'm gonna access your hard drive and download the entirety of E621 to it.
Is that physically possible unless you own a data center? Like, I could not see how a single hard drive could handle that much content.
Mysterios 321 says cashew D's.
Cashew me outside, how about that? Oh my god. That was a certified stink meter moment because, like, I was saying that before I realized what I was saying. You need a bunch of terabyte hard drives, but it's actually realistic to do that. How many terabytes of content is there on that website? I mean, I'm imagining it's a staggering amount, but, like, I feel like I'm opening a can of worms by asking that. I'm sure someone's going to do a Google search and be like, there is blah, blah, blah terabytes on this website. I think under 20 terabytes is still a significant amount of space. That's a lot of information. All dedicated to a specific set of interests. Yay! I am allowed to dock. He just opened the can. No, I slightly popped the seal and I was like, wait a second. No, thank you. No, I don't want this. Immediate regret. Apparently auto dock is enabled on this new gameplay save, which, I mean, whatever. If I get bored with auto docking, I will eventually just disable it and go back to manual. Pandora's box of furry prawn has been opened. Look, I don't need to know exactly how many files, okay? Because I'm scared to know the answer.
321 says it's on. I will hit you with a date to the cinema. We're watching Real Steel.
Wait, what? No, I did not agree to a date. What? I agreed to a fight. I didn't agree to a date. Timmy Holden. What is he holding? These nuts got him. Alright, I need to find a terminal so I know exactly where to go. I gotta find this person.
Mysterios 321 says it's a friend date. After the movie we go to a ring.
That doesn't sound like a friend date. That does not sound like a friend date. Do they not have any outdoor terminals? I'm going to be kind of miffed. Because otherwise I'm going to have to run around here in a vainglorious hope that someone is going to be able to freaking let me into one of these facilities, which I bet she's in, so. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. 40,000 files, Ted Croc. That is way too much. That's an alarming amount.
Watch it.
Holy. I really did open up a can of worms when I freaking put Croc Daddy on my shirt, huh? I thought it was funny because Coda labeled me as that.
Mysterios 321 says don't tell me you don't want to see real steel with a friend.
Not with your underlying intentions. Alright, Timmy, I'm moving. Conflab it. Yeah. It's all Coda's fault. It's 100% Coda's fault. Wait, are you? No, you're Ayala. Oh, there is a terminal out here. Sick. You don't want to know, Eos. I think you can kind of put the pieces together based on the context. Staff list. Where's Miss Hayden? How was this? No, okay, I was about to say. Huh?
Shield deactivated. Warning. Dangerously high temperature detected.
I know. I am basically on a frozen rock in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I am aware. Yeah. There you go, Eos. There's your hint. Don't double click for
I'm expecting a delivery.
I have a package for you. I don't know why I said it like that. I have a package for you.
Yes.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving, lass. Don't have to tell me twice. Alright, let's get out of here. And we're moving. Let's get something in this star system so I can then use it to slingshot off here. Just searched it? Oh my god. I did tell you not to worry about it. I did warn you. So, somehow I'm not surprised? Well, yeah, given the context, I think it was pretty clear what it was. Well, now that your eyes are sufficiently bleached, welcome back. There we go. Not the worst I've seen. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Excuse me. God, this shitty freighter is the worst. I forgot how much the Sidewinder is mid. Because I haven't used a Sidewinder in, like, months. This ship is ass! Welcome to Chaos. Hell yeah. Pretty much. Pull up a chair and grab a beer from the fridge. I just realized I'm out of beer. Unfortunate. It is what it is. Aha, E621 is just the first step down the slippery slope. This is how we got Zoop. No, it's not! It's not how you got me! It's because I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube Shorts because a weird wolf guy kept freaking talking about inspirational shit. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, you know what? He seems chill. I'll support him. And then I got fucking Stockholmed into this. It's still a very funny and heartwarming story, though. I do appreciate all of you being here. And all the support. You sure blame Coda? It was Coda! I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You need to understand that my only experience with the furry fandom prior was when I was on the road as an event manager. And there was this one guy who told me he was a furry, and I was like, I don't know what that is. You know? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. And then we're just chilling, having beer, and then he just like, oh, I gotta go to a rave, and he put on like a whole like wolf costume, and I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's what a furry is. I'm like, oh, okay. That was the entirety of my experience up until then. Because you need to understand that I've seen some weird shit in my 20s. Before you became a VTuber, how did you stream? Not really much at all. I did like, I was like on like IRL streams for a bit. Just because of the fact that I was like being a tournament organizer and stuff like that. Or like I would participate in a tournament. That was basically the extent of it. Yeah. And then a bunch of my friends goaded me into doing this VTuber thing. I was like, what the hell's a VTuber? And the long and short of it is that I ended up becoming a crocodile because I thought crocodiles were funny. And my friends goaded me into doing it because my tag on that server was Harkonnen Crocodile. They were like, you should be a crocodile VTuber. It'd be really funny. And I was like, what the hell's a VTuber? Real, like I lost all the hair in my head. I aged like 40 years. I got like spectacles that just spawned on my head when I asked that question. Like that was the oldest I've ever felt in my life, was asking that question. And then they explained it to me and I felt immediately older. I was like, all right. I'll do it because it's funny. So I commissioned this really shitty, like horrific looking crocodile man VTuber thing. It looks very goofy. And I used that for a little while. And then one of my friends who I met in another stream, from a mutual fighting game community member, made the, you know, the fat croc doll the fat gator plushie that's like flumped over, and he's all like melted in like he's a beanbag. A friend of mine made a personalized version of that, and I thought it was so funny. I became a GIF tuber, and I just had like 2 images, one with the little guy with his mouth closed and one with his mouth open. And yeah, the one I used to torment. Yeah. So it was kind of funny. I was technically a furry streamer before I realized I was a furry streamer. Now you sit here discussing E621 while getting requests for uppies while in VR chat with other furries. Yeah, this is my life. My life makes no sense. It never has, and it never will. And it's such a weird, swingy roller coaster life. Do I still have the first model? I don't know, maybe. I haven't checked my local files recently. It's entirely possible it's still somewhere. Or maybe it's living in my email inbox somewhere. I don't know. Because I did get a commission from a random person on Twitter, so... Because they specialized in models. Allegedly. The model was very goofy. There's some old VODs clips on his channel that show it. Yeah, perhaps. It's really bad looking. Now, I'm not talking about Naked Croc, which is one that I'm never bringing back, okay? Stop asking for it. That was actually a later version, a much later version, when I actually got like a proper VRC model and uploaded it as a VTuber model. Like, that was the first rendition of this. So that one is actually relatively new in comparison. The other one, it was like a flat 2D model. It was very janky looking. I'm gonna have to ask to see it constantly. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Ever. I ought to play ED. Well, that's probably for when I feel up to playing it solo again. ED. What's ED? Oh, Elite Dangerous. Duh. Yeah, this game is great. It's quite chill. You can make it as chaotic or as orderly as you'd like. That's what I like about it. Like, there are days where I feel like a gremlin, and then there are other days where I'm just like, I just want to deliver packages, man. You know? I just want to sit here, basically be a ham radio host, talking to people on the internet, while I'm delivering packages to Mrs. Brisby across the galaxy. I think it's chill that there's a game that lets you do both, you know? Yeah. Huh? What do you mean, huh? It's the choose your own chaos tolerance level. You know? It's a good game that you can have with a cup of hot chocolate, or if you want to get sweaty, you can go do arena mode and shit. Like, I think they do a lot of things very well, and if they sponsored me, I'd be greatly appreciative, because I think they do have a good product here. And I would love to try out Star Citizen to see how they handled it, but my files didn't work properly, and I got a driver error when I tried to get it running. So that's fun, he says, not salty at all. Nope, can't find. I'm about to say it. It's a very old model. It's a very old model. Like, I think it's more than 6 years old. So I don't think you're going to see them in the VODs, because I don't think there's any from that far back. I've been doing this song and dance for a while now. Well, to be fair, this is the most consistent I've been doing this, because I'm actually building a community and I see value in continuing. And that's not to say that I didn't find value initially when I was starting off as a streamer. It was so low on my priority list that I didn't really make an earnest go of it. So it actually did take me a little bit to reach affiliate, just because I was so sporadic with it. But then also, like, the affiliate requirements were different back then. Yeah, but I don't think you're going to find those. Not unless you find some sort of deep, bespoke archive somewhere deep within the bowels of the internet. Speaking of bowels, I really want a brownie right now. I don't know what those two things have in common, but I kind of want a brownie right now, and it's really kind of bumming me out because that would involve me getting up and doing a BRB screen and then having to forage in my pantry in the vainglorious hope that I did, in fact, purchase brownies. Yeah. I have looking over Google, I found your scrawny version of your model. Yes, that guy. The Virgin Cyberpunk shirt versus the Chad Croc Daddy. Yeah. Damn, I can't believe you found some of that. I didn't even know it still existed out there. I have no idea what those... Oh, because I wanted to put brownies into my bowels by eating them. That's why. I'm thinking about getting some nosh. Is what I'm thinking about. It's on Medium, whatever the fuck that is. Do you ever just think to yourself, I should come up with the most offensive, non-offensive insults to lodge at people just to confuse the shit out of them? Like, is this a Sidewinder Gaming? Yes. I had to reset my save. Hello, Arashi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I had to reset my game save because I was stuck between 3 planets and I couldn't actually explore because apparently all my permits were deleted. It was very strange and very frustrating. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start from scratch. Oh, gods. Hold on. I gotta glide over here. Hold on, guy. Oh, my word. I'm just spinning around in place. Hold on. There we go. Oh, this is really scary. Did that turn on my flashlight? I hope it did. I don't like this approach. This approach is too, like, vague. It's kind of not a bad thing, but good to see you again. And for some gaming for Elite. Yeah. I was going to play Star Citizen tonight, but the installation failed. And I spent, like, an additional half hour waiting for it to complete. So I'm a little miffed at that. So I was like, you know what? You know what is available that will scratch a similar itch? Elite Dangerous. So here I am. There we go. Star Citizen I struggle with still, sadly. You struggle with it. I heard it's very complicated. Riley's been asking me to play Star Citizen with him for a long time, and I was like, you know, I got a little bit of extra commission money for what it's worth. So I was like, you know, why not? It's just the game is unoptimized as fuck for me. Ah, I see. Well, it's still a work in progress, as I understand, right? We're technically in early access. Ostensibly. For 15 years at this point? Oh my gods. But yes. That's right, it did come out like 15 years ago. Because I remember it being like the talk of the town when it was announced initially. They were like, oh my god, this is going to change the face of gaming. How's Star Citizen's gameplay? It looks good to me. I mean, it looks very much like looks a lot like this in essence, but there's a lot more to it when it comes to like weapon customization and stuff like that, which is something that always gets my bells ringing, you know what I mean? I love customization in games. If I can get a game where I can customize the shit out of my pistol, my avatar, etc., like, I'm going to go for that. You know? In fact, there are times where I actively think, oh, this game doesn't have customization. That's kind of lame. I would really like it to have customization, and then I ultimately don't play it. I don't know. I think I'm the weird one when it comes to that, though. You know what I mean? Gameplay is okay. I like it. Just optimization is a bit low, but it needs work anyways. It's better with friends, too. Okay, okay. Yeah, I have plenty of friends that want me to play it, so I don't think I'll be in want of that. Not even close. Oh, is it on the other side of the planet? Hold on. It's doing the thing where it's telling me it's over here, but it's not. There we go. Yeah, it's on the other side of the planet. Damn it. For the gameplay, that is. I heard No Man's Sky got like a massive glow up over the years as well. Talking about an apology tour / refixing tour. Like, No Man's Sky, when it was initially released, again, got a lot of fanfare and hoopla. And then, like, week 1 in, the complaints started bombarding the internet. I remember that. Because I was one of the early adopters, because I was like, yo, No Man's Sky looks so dope. And then I bought it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then apparently I was not alone. And apparently they spent like a decade making it like a really good game. Same? Oh, yeah. You got hit by it too. I don't know. There's something about being able to explore the cosmos while also doing a bunch of other open world shit that just tickles a specific part in my head. It's because I don't like MMO combat, right? I don't like the numbers go up, pseudo active time battle, like they have turns but not really turns situation that most MMOs use. I don't like that. If I could get an MMO where the combat felt like Battlefield 6 or something like that, I'd be so fucking down. Like, that's what I want. Like, that would be so sick. And then I would probably never play any other game again. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be so in those minds. Like, I also like extraction shooters as well, but I'm always so paranoid to turn on the game because I'm like, I'm gonna lose everything. I have like multiple millions of dollars of stuff. If I get shot once, I am dead and all my stuff is gone. So like that immediate, it's so weird because it makes me not want to play the game because I'm so scared that I'm gonna lose my shit. You know? I'm just glad that at least it has some ground stuff to do now. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it was like oops all space. Like all you had was like flying to docking stations in order to complete missions. All right, we'll hit the glide real quick. Finally, after multiple hours, we got a second package down. That's what it is. This is an immersive sim, right? Like, this is one of those games where you can kind of lose yourself in the gameplay, and you're kind of like slowly RPing in your head why this person is doing this, and like it kind of feels in a way that you're living through their eyes, like you're actually this person. I mean, obviously I'm also yapping to you, but there's still a weird like synergy between avatar and player. I do this a lot, by the way. I make up little mini stories in my head about players in video games. Like incidental stuff. Stuff that won't actually factor into the game plan. Like, I'll come up with like, little quirks for them. Like, this character... Like the whole backstory I made for the IT guy that got really sick of and tired of being an IT worker and decided to go freelance on his week off. Like, that's the type of shit I come up with in my head all the time when I'm playing these immersive sim games. I don't know. Is that weird? I think that I think it's kind of weird. But like, am I the only one that does that? Where you create little personas for your characters that you're interacting with in your story? That sounds like what half of IT workers do. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of war stories when you're on the front lines, you know what I mean? Like the time Brittany put a chocolate bar in the fax machine. You know who you are, Brittany. You think I didn't know? Just because I didn't say anything? I know, Brittany. I knew it was you. Most of us dream of moving into the woods and becoming farmers or hermits. I have had that thought cross my mind on more than one occasion. I actually looked up some rental properties in Montana for a second. And I was like, wait a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Almost there. Yes, please, ma'am. Thank you. I love how every single space station in this universe has to use this music and no other music in order to facilitate docking. I wonder if it's written into their well, not even international, their intergalactic law that they have to play this when people are docking. Because it's the only universal signal to indicate that a parking space is being used up or something. I would imagine this world being that pedantic. Where it's like, oh, you have to use these specific turn signals. You have to use this specific code. Elite is great for me at the moment. I am the owner of 2 systems and building them up. Just finished building an asteroid base last week. Oh, shit. Damn, look at you, Captain Moneybags. Buying entire star systems? I'm just a humble package delivery driver from Space Genova, Wisconsin. I got my GED and my associate's degree. It's relatively cheap. I mean, right now I have Zip, Zammo, and Zilch right now, in terms of that. Yes, please. Give me that dosh. Give me that money. Building it up is expensive. Ah, I see. No mission available. Okay. What you got for courier jobs? 17,000, you cheapskates. Come on, where's the real money? Ugh. horrendous. This is the most. This is the most. This is the highest paying one. Where is this going? Where the hell is even that? Okay, it's in the same star system. Okay, we can do that. I'm curious where you are compared to me in system. I don't know. Let's find out. Let me just exit out of all this shit. Where am I currently? I am currently here. Cole 285 sector RZFC 1111. I'm at 97950, I guess. I am once again calling you a nerd. I'm once again telling you that you're a nerd. You're a nerd. You're a nerd. You're a nerd. You nerd. Hi, Diane. How's it going? Has anything changed last we spoke? Why won't you bring up the actual map? Okay, hold on. I'm just going to do it this way. Work later. I'm sad. Oh. Unfortunate. Alright, let's lounge. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Let's 23 skidoo. Why is it specifically the Nutcracker Suite? Why is that? What is that? What you're doing? Why in space is the first thing that we think about as a universal song for docking a ship on a distant, disparate patch of rock? Fucking Tchaikovsky. I'll crack your nuts? Oh my fucking god. Get me out of here. I would like to leave this planet. Thank you. Welcome back from the ads. I'm just gonna do this. And once I get off planet enough, then I'll swing by. The what? What do you mean the what? I'm trying to escape the gravitational pull of this planet. What are the ads? Oh, because you're subbed. I see. Yeah, there are things called advertisements that play for people that are not subbed. I know, it's wild. Commercials in 2026? Never heard of them? That's what they should automate. They should automate people having to watch commercials so we don't have to watch them ever again. Oh. You're gonna be like that. I see. Alright, here we go. Harmless, helpless. I'm just looking at my ranks because of, oh, how the mighty have fallen. On the plus side, I'm not wanted by like 60% of the galaxy. So there's that. You know, that's a clean slate. It's kind of nice. They just know me as the package guy that's very nervous right now. I'd imagine this guy has the limpest handshake you've ever seen. Like, he gets jump scared by people holding out their hands. It's like, ah! It just feels like a wet fish in their hands. Ugh, you ever get a limp-wristed handshake? That is the worst. Because you both know that one of you is fucked up, and you know who it was. I would too if I was in a Sidewinder unengineered. Look, this piece of shit, this Honda Civic I got from the lot, it has 100,000 miles on it, and you know what? It's gonna have 100,000 more. I don't know why I slowly turned into a Southern Belle at the end of that, but you know, this little thing right here is only on a 4-cylinder, but I'll tell you what, that 4 cylinders are more than I've ever needed. Just got me to my bar mitzvah. Just got me to the hospital in time for my wife to deliver my beautiful baby son. You know? You don't talk shit about this Sidewinder. This Sidewinder's part of the family. Sometimes as a little treat, I let it sleep on the couch. That's usually when I have to buy a new couch. What is this character? Oh my goodness. Oh man. I didn't mean to method act Uncle Cletus. What the fuck was that? Hello, Milo, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I swear there's been a living person that has said those exact words. I don't know. I like entered the warp for a second. I just turned into a whole new person. For like a solid minute, I was rambling about this man's life. And how dedicated he is as a Sidewinder owner. Oh my god. Oh, that was like, I had an out-of-body experience doing that. That was bizarre. He's being added to the rotation. The humble space farmer in Neo, Kentucky. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's worse than Pepperoni Nip Man. Pepperoni Nip Man was pretty foul. Oh man. Ah, yes. Hausdrift Holdings. Gonna get another paycheck. This is better than asking them if they turned it off and turned it back on again. If I see another printer, I will shit myself. I hate those fucking things, especially from Space HP. This is called Elite Dangerous. This is this is Elite Dangerous. It is an immersive sim where you fly around in space and you do random jobs for people. It is a very big universe. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. It's also a great yapping game. Well, I didn't know it was still going. Yeah, it is. Well, what was going to happen is I was going to play Star Citizen, but well, Star Citizen broke. So now I have to figure it out with Riley tomorrow as to what the hell happened. It's not my computer specifications, because it is more than enough to handle it. So there's got to be something I did during the installation process. Even though it was a wizard, I don't know. So Riley and I have set up a, well, we haven't set up a time, but we've set up an agreement that we're going to meet sometime tomorrow to figure out what the devil is going on with this setup. So, I don't know. I guess we'll find out why. But for now, I am playing Elite Dangerous because it scratches a similar itch. Elite Dangerous is not a bad... Yeah, it's not. I'm just saying, this is a great consolation prize, considering the fact that I already had something that I wanted to do tonight that I already had installed on my computer. You know? Got a crash, Croc Daddy, love y'all. Think of you at my shift tonight. Non-lewd. The non-lewd parentheses is what gives me tremendous pause. Because if you had to qualify that it was non-lewd after that sentence, that's going to make me immediately think that it's going to be parentheses lewd. You know what? You do what you want to do with your brain, okay? You don't need to put me in the loop, so to speak. On sale too. Oh, it's only $6. Damn. Well, no, this one is non-lewd. I'll let you know when it's lewd. I don't ever want you to let me know. Like, ever. If you're spanking it to me, I never want to know. I never want to know, okay? Too late you asked for it? No, come on. I did not! Go to work! Go to work! Be gone! Have a good shift! Oh my goodness. This is the type of shit I have to deal with on a regular basis. I'm sorry for any new eyes. There's a non-0% chance that it's going to happen again. Also, I kind of exited out too quickly because I wanted to get another mission. Slowly building up my capital, as it were. Ugh. 28,000? Bruh, being a courier sucks in this sector. Bro, I'm on a Weetabix diet. I'm not even on a Cheez-It diet. Oh, this is terrible. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Wait. I just realized this thing is still locked on the station I was at, rather than where I need to go, so... Oh, dag flabbit. Where am I going? Here? Okay. Bada boom! Also, like, Elite Dangerous, you should sponsor me. Give me an affiliate link. Like, I'll play your game regardless, but, like, I would love it. I would love it if we could work together. Because this game is perfect for yapping streams. Alright, how much money do I have right now? Let's see. 152,000. Okay. I think at my first million, I'll start looking at upgrading my aircraft. Because right now it's going to be a lot of low-level package runs in order to make the capital I need in order to start taking on tougher missions. I don't even have a rifle yet, for goodness sake. So, and I want specifically the exterminator, because that's the only one that, or the executioner, that's what it's called, I believe. Because it's the only freaking rifle that does damage in this game. That is one drawback I will give about the game, is that the on foot combat is kind of awful. Which, to be fair, this game wasn't initially designed with foot traffic in mind. It is primarily a spaceship flight simulator. So it's kind of no wonder as to why it's so aggressively mid. Hold on, I gotta get past this gravity well. There we go. Nice and easy lemon squeezy. And we are almost in a like sin. I think what I will also do after this package delivery is I will switch over to VRC for a little bit, and that'll give me a perfect time for me to go get that brownie that I'm desperately craving in the background. I can just feel it worming its way into my mind, slowly taking me over subliminally, like in the Phantom of the Opera. Really want chocolate. It's kind of overly dramatic for just I want something chocolatey. Can you imagine that? The spirit of the Phantom of the chocolate, or Chocula, Chocula, like the cereal mascot from way back in the day, Count Chocula. Just imagine that every time you open up a freaking Snickers bar, you just hear "My spirit and my voice," and you're just like, huh? God damn it, not again. You're a big ass nerd pup. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I have very weird thoughts sometimes, guys. Thank you so much for letting me indulge on them. How are you doing, pup? Hope you're doing well. Good. Watching YouTube, all the Mons mod pack. Mons mod pack. Not sure what that is. I'm assuming, knowing you, it's either a Minecraft thing or something in that element. Oh my goodness, what is going on with this? Could you please? Oh my god. Can you please? Oh, I know why. Because I'm above an open, like, crater that's exploding air, freaking whatever into the air. Pokemon mixed with all the Minecraft, the mods, and yes, Minecraft. Okay, I figured. Mugs with the impeccable nails. You're looking fly, I guess. Whoa! Holy shit, waffles! What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? Oh my god. Help, 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 help. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was nuts. Can you... Oh my god. Am I dead? Am I cooked? Holy mackerel. Hello, Wiz. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Zoom, you're supposed to fly this ship, not crash it like a glove. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Lucky. How's it going? Oh my god, this area is so screwed up. I just want to deliver a package. Oh my goodness. This planet is cursed. How's the game? It's doing well. It's doing well. Well, minus the current, I'm fighting for my life to avoid getting smashed into the planet again. That part is not great. And also, I'm not doing this, like, my thing is going haywire because some sort of gravitational force is pulling on me. Like, look at this. I'm holding it still now. And now it's, like, freaking out. No. This is not. Oh, wait. Is it? Do I have it off? Z? Oh. I'm a dingus. Lamau. That was... I must have pressed Z by accident. Somewhere along the line. Goodness. I do it all the time. Okay. I was like... All of a sudden I was like, why is this planet so cursed? Holy shit, wow. Oh my goodness. I love how chill it was until it very much wasn't. Oh man. My paws distract you? No, I just said you're looking great. You're looking great. Apparently I pressed Z during that exchange, which makes it super unfortunate. Oh, man. Thanks, man. No problem, I guess. Not my brightest moment. I thought the planet had, like, ridiculous gravitational pull, and I'm like, what is happening? Game worth picking up? Yeah, I'd say. Apparently, it's on sale for, like, $6. So, like, I mean... What's the worst that happens? You're out a candy bar? But I enjoy it. I've been playing this game for a while now, off and on. This is the kind of one of the games I play where I don't really know what else to do, or like I need a backup plan immediately because something fell through. Cough, cough, Star Citizen. So, yeah, this is a solid backup plan for me whenever I need to stream something I'm not really sure what I want to stream. Hello, Habitat. Thank you. Where it's worth is based on the player. Yeah, I agree. I was looking up my summer pickup. Oh, okay. Do you like cozy games where you build and craft things? Yeah. That's a good way to put it, Arashi. I like to make little mini narratives for my character. Star Citizen is too demanding. Oh, for system requirements? Yeah, they looked pretty... I want a space MMO, to be honest. This is it. If you want a space MMO with very questionable on-foot mechanics that lets you be whatever you want, like a space pirate, a humble courier, an assassin, etc. Like, this is the game for you. And apparently it's on sale, so like $6, man. Can't go wrong with that. Man, they really should hire me to be a spokesperson for this game. System requirements is too much even for my new laptop I'll be getting. Yeah.
Wait, Commander.
Has a learning curve. Yeah, it does.
Zero warnings. We're done here.
You can play with like auto docking and stuff like that, and eventually I'm too lazy to turn it off right now, honestly. But I got to the point where I was like, okay, let me manually land my ship because I like that level of immersion. I'll buy it during summer sale, maybe after I get my new device. Yeah, of course. Hey, as long as you think you're gonna be into it, and as long as you think it's gonna make you happy, like, you should do it. If you have the financial ability to do so and it will make you happy, I say go for it, you know? Just gotta figure out where the hell... Oh, this terminal. You know what would help if I actually looked at the terminal to see who I'm sending this to?
Watch yourself.
Excuse me, I'm checking the terminal, dude. Chill out. Alright, who am I looking for? It'll say with the globe anyways. What? Eh? Wait. Or is it Z? Ah, shit. Oh, it's O. Right? What? D? Oh my god. Star Citizen was my first option, but it's both double my budget and specs are too high. Yeah. It can be a lot. Nope, that's the shield. Alright, hold on. What is the default button for frickin' looking at the free menu? I always forget this one. General controls. Camera suite, store camera, interface mode, maybe. Nope. Nope. What? On foot controls. There we go. On foot. Sprint is I'm gonna make that this. Keeping my squadron up and going for everyone who may come back or need a home, how I like to play. Aw. That's nice. No, I don't want to do that. Throw attack, melee. Oh my goodness. Where are you? Where are you? I'm sorry. No, seriously. What is the button for the mini? Where is it? There's a button that specifically pulls up like a mini map. But I forget what it is. Clear authority level. On foot switches. Quick comms. Q. It's Q? Okay. Why is it Q? That's so weird. That's what I'm looking for. No. Nope. Contacts, transactions. Am I in the right planet? I'm getting my system be high military system to offer good missions and money to squad mates. Hell yeah.
Warning. Dangerously high temperature detected.
Bro, hold on. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out where I am on this godforsaken star system. Navigation. Sellings holdings. Lock that destination. Thank you. Wait, it's 2.88 micrometers? Oh my god, I landed in the wrong settlement. No wonder why I couldn't find this person. The second one being a mining system to get people good minerals to mine if they do that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I've never used the mining mechanic in this game. I just never got a good enough drill to do all that shit. I can't freaking believe that they sent me to the wrong place. The wrong place, game. Sigh. Can't believe they sent me the wrong freaking colony. Thanks, Minimap. So nice of you to tell me. The second one... Oh, wait. I already read that one. Oh, that's on someone's bingo card. Super reads the same comic twice. Alright, I'm going to hit high orbit, and then I'm going to look around from the top. That should help me a little bit. I just want to complete this mission. I just want to complete this mission. It was at that point where Stewart started to think to himself, man, this courier mission is not going so well. I was going to start this new package delivery business. I thought it was going to be easy. This sucks. It is mine turn to murder. And he thought to himself, I wonder if people would pay me if I killed people. Definitely a normal thought for an IT worker to have. Wait, it is the right place! What do you mean? No, it's not! What do you... Oh my god. I'm mad. I'm so mad because he keeps locking the wrong destination on me. GPS, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to take me to the right place. I selected the location I desire. Please get me there. Nowhere else. I don't want to be at the freaking plant. I want to be in the place that I was commissioned to be. Goosefraba. Goosefraba. This is the hardest package I've ever delivered in my life, apparently. There you are. Finally! Finally, the exact location I desire, instead of the other thing that had nothing to do with where I was trying to go. Okay, I'm just trying to skim the top so I don't get pulled into a glide. Because once I do that, my speed will drop significantly. So I'm doing a parallel run, basically. And eventually, when I get to the hundreds of kilometers, I'm going to start angling in at like a 10-degree angle. Then move my way slowly towards there. There we go. Nice and easy. Skim the surface. The angle did decline a little bit. I'm not going to facilitate the glide yet. I'm going to wait until like 200, 300. Yeah, I'm going to do like sub 200. There we go. I'm going to get pulled into a glide if I do this right. Or we're just not. Apparently we're just going to book it. Apparently we're just going to do this live from orbit. Sure. Why not? Gets me there faster. Especially after that downright fiasco. Here we go. Now we're in the glide. Perfect. Just going to keep it parallel for a second. Lower the descent. There we go. Nice. And... Hey, let me dock. Yeah, let's go.
The list seems
Thank goodness. Finally! Finally, I deliver this package. Hooray! Apparently my biggest nemesis was trying to frickin' get the GPS to bring me to the right location. Unbelievable. It's the last time I listened to Google Maps.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew. I hope we can be of service, Commander.
Oh wait, this was probably on the board, wasn't it? Ah, whatever. I'll disembark regardless and see who's there after I complete my assignment. Boo ba doo boo 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 ba doo boo boo. Then I'm gonna go get a brownie because I'm really hungry and I kind of want one. Where is the terminal? There you are. Yep. Yeah, it was. He looks so tired. Man's like, I haven't slept for a week. Oh. I keep waking up in a cold sweat every time I try. Freaking servers are down again. It's that damn Tuesday. It haunts me. If you're an IT worker, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This guy looks like you want to give me a mission. No? Okay. How about you? No, I'm good. I'm on the clock. One could say I'm on the crock. I'm sorry.
Cocodrilo.
Is that what made you follow? Hi, Kusnir. Welcome to the swamp. Oh my goodness. That's very funny. I guess. Oh, we deliver better packages here. These are designer packages. These are Louis Vuitton packages. All right. Give me one of your packages. Hell yeah. I'll take that 70K. Moving on up in the world. We're meeting the middle class. 1 second though. I am fiending for that brownie, so I'm doing that right now, okay? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I have a brownie. It has been acquired. I'm about to shove part of it into my mouth, okay? This is a full disclosure, a warning. That you will hear aggressive mouth sounds for a second. And I apologize in advance. Why did you have to use that emote right now? What the hell am I doing? Hold on. That was so fucking good. I'm sorry. When you got a craving sometimes, and you're able to fulfill it, it's like the best thing ever. Oh, within the same star system again. So where is he on the dock? There we go. Good old Nakayama. There we go. Target held. Backing out. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Alright. Ugh. Let's get out of here. That emo is still cracking me up. Oh, man. I just realized that that's really all going to happen the next couple of days because I'm stuck. I did get, like, extra chicken to stock up for the snowstorm. We are getting buried in it, apparently. It's going to be another terrible one. We've had two. We've had two this year, which is absurd because usually they only come, like, once every few years. But no, two massive snowstorms. Unbelievable. That was probably the most boring thing I've ever chatted about on stream. It's already snowing in my area. Oh, shit. Alright, well, stay warm, buddy. Because it's going to be a nippy one. I'm not talking about our friend Nippy. He'll be in the snow stabbing. The stabbies. Oh. I hope he's doing okay. He's been on a bit of a hiatus. We only got to see him play Elden Ring a little bit recently, but that was about it. That dude cracks me up. I'll never forget that that Split the Room. We were playing Split the Room. We were doing a Jackbox night. We were playing Split the Room. And one of the options was like your boss has to in order to convince your boss you need a raise or something to that effect. You will get the raise, but you have to then perform a blank. And one of the prompts was like, I forget what the other one was, but the one on the right was sneaky handy. It was written as SCHNEKY HANDIY, and it was the funniest shit. I was in tears for like a solid like 3 minutes because it was the way it was written and the way Nippy announced it, like because he was it's making crack up right now. In his like Turkish accent, he was like he the way he said sneaky handy was so funny. Yes, a sneaky handy. You already got snow on the ground? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, that was like such a core memory because that was very early on into developing my group of friends in this community. That shit had me in tears. I'm in like full decadence mode. I've got my leather armchair. I'm in sweatpants. I've got a Little Debbie brownie next to me. Some almond milk on the next to it. It's a good day. I'm reminded of a quote I got from a person while doing a report on a Valentine's Day luncheon at a senior center, because one of the things I do to keep the roof over my head is I do freelance journalism. And one of the quotes I got from him was so genuine and so real that I had to give myself pause. If you're on the side of the grass, if you're on the right side of the grass and you can breathe, it's a good day. It is. Sure, my life may have its ups and downs, but as long as you're able to continue forward, as long as you're continued to be able to put air in your lungs, life still has much more in store for you. I've kind of internalized that, you know? I've caught myself saying it on more than one occasion after talking to him. Lovely guy though. He was very alert and very how do I say it? Energetic, I guess? It's not really the word I want. So full of vitality, for a lack of a better phrase. And he was 88 years old. Can you imagine that? 88 years old, you're that chipper, you're that alert. You can come up with banger quotes like that still. Damn. That's all I'm saying. I want to be like that when I get that old, you know what I mean? I want to be that cognitively alert and that wise. Uh-oh. Wow, that was crazy. The tummy tickler was a back? What? Hi, Hairless. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. No, I'm not doing this. Hairless. You gotta ask people for consent before you do that. No, I'm not letting you tickle my tummy. No, thank you. I hope you're doing well, however. Let me just Alright, we're gonna be able to hit glide in a second. No. No, thank you, Hairless. How are you, sir? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I'm on the right side of the grass, and there's still air in my lungs. It is a good day. It's a good quote. Yeah, too steep for glide, indeed. We're just gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is, well, not ideal, but hey. It should work. I'm crocheting a duck, and I don't make a pickle today. You were pickle maxing for a while right now, and that sounds crazy. Hairless is crocheting a lot of dolls, and apparently pickles were the theme for a while. Today is a break day. I see. You're probably gonna have a couple of break days considering what's about to happen over here. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, well. Yes, I don't work tomorrow. I suspect not a lot of people will. Unless they work from home. Because good luck getting outside tomorrow. It didn't hit yet. Snowed, but not hard. Okay, okay. Yeah, apparently it's going to happen through the night and then into the morning. Which is the perfect time for people who have to commute to wake up and go, oh, God! Oh, no! You know? We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. Yeah, please stay safe, everyone. For those that it affects, it is going to be a cold one, and the roads are not going to be safe for traveling. It's the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. It's not the Nutcracker Suite. Yeah, this is the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. Oh wait, no, this is the Blue Danube. What the fuck am I saying? This is the Blue Danube. Yeah. Do 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 do. I know how to play this on the piano. I've been learning piano as of late. That's my, well, I got nothing else better to do, so I might as well do something that enriches my life thing that I'm doing right now. I'm learning how to play piano. Been quite fun. I've learned the C major scale. I've learned the F major scale. I've learned how to reposition my hands during a measure. It's kind of neat. I think able-bodied people should pick up an instrument once in their life. You know, it's very enriching. It's really satisfying when you get the right sound out of it. You're like, yeah, I read the notes right. Yeah, I was able to do it, you know? Where is this guy? Is he inside? How am I supposed to get inside? Oh, wait, no, he's outside. He's outside. Okay, good.
Mysterios 321 says you could grab my flute. Been years since I played it.
Oh, my God. Phrasing!
A pleasure, I'm sure. What can I help you with?
I have a package for you.
You're here on business. Thanks. I'm sorry you had to visit this armpit of an outpost.
Cool. Let's see, what time is it? It is 6:33. I mean, a genuine flute? Yeah, but the way you said that gave me Omega phrasing. Oh, there's a mission giver over here. Hedson's school. What is it, recorder?
If you're up for take care of this, and I won't forget it.
Fetch the Insight Entertainment Suite for a settlement.
Let me give you some more details.
Okay. Amenshi Mineralogy? What the fuck is that?
I think you'll find the fee for this job is in line with its importance.
No, I have no idea where this is. Yeah, show me the details, because I don't even know where the hell this place is. Amenshi Mineralogy in the... Okay.
Not for you, huh? Well, no hard feelings.
Hold on. Let me just see where this is. Let me look this up. I guess it's a keepsake. Like, when you used to in primary school. They had a whole enrichment thing where everyone had to pick up a recorder. Thankfully, they dropped it pretty quickly soon after. Just because hearing that thing was so annoying. What was it? Meichi? Oh my god, what the fuck was the name of that thing? Excuse me, ma'am. Can you tell me where the fuck this is again?
Let's not waste time.
Amaichi.
Not for you, huh?
Amaichi.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, recorder. Come on. No results found? What do you mean? Huh? I spelled this right? No results? Eh? Is it in the system? I'm just gonna go back to this planet. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna leave now. I think that's a borked one. I'm just gonna accept the fact that there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna go back to Sellings and collect our reward. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna leave this completely broken quest line. Alright, let's get out of here. This is a weird place. Bored. Bored. I think after I deliver this, I'm going to call it. It is... Yes, it is approaching wind down hours. Alrighty. You know what? It's kind of nice to just deliver packages and not get shot at for once. Usually when I enter any star system, it's immediately followed by violence. Man, Croc is leaving us. So sad. Hi, DS. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Not yet. Not yet. I gotta deliver this... Well, I gotta deliver news of the package I delivered back to the place. Hello, Saucy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. How is the sauce, boss? Clearly got a shit. Oh my god, you have a wonderful ass. I'm so sorry. Oh, Saucy. Your ass is so lovely. It's so supple and squishy. Oh. I'm sorry. Please. Let it be known that mirror, mirror on the wall, Saucy's ass is the fairest of them all. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a little too much. Oh, that was max speed. I was going shit. Are we chilling? What about you? Well, I'd be playing this game. Just completed another article from the newspaper, so... What do you think heaven is like? Well, it depends on what your definition of heaven is. I would argue that eternal life in perpetuity, in eternal bliss, would be a form of hell. You have to explain this to Mugbug later on next stream? Hello, Asante. You've been lurking this whole time. It's fine, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So, to answer your heaven question, which is a pretty interesting one.
Mysterios 321 says that Saucy Panda, of course.
Heaven to me would be the option to not worry about death in an eternal state. I think to me, heaven would be secular, oscillating. And what I mean by that is tremendous periods of life followed by long breaks from life, i.e. like you live, you die for a very long time, and then you reboot. And that reboot would be based on your desire to either exist or not exist at that time. And yes, there is a paradox in saying that once you declare that you don't want to exist, you don't really exist to consent that you want to exist again. I know. I'm just saying that heaven as a philosophical concept to me is a bit nonsensical, because why would you want eternity of anything, right? Imagine having an eternity of ice cream sundaes. The first week would be tremendous. You'd be beside yourself in joy. You'd be like, oh, yes, another Sunday. I never have to worry about where my next Sunday is coming from. And then after week one, you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. You know, I've tried a lot of different sundaes. You know, I've tried cherry sundaes. I've tried peanut butter sundaes. I've tried chocolate sundaes. My eggs of flirtation. You know, anybody's got to head to bed. All right, Saucy, take care. Thank you for stopping by. My tiny little peanut brain is cheering that submissions are extended. Submissions for what? Also, hi Arctic. How are you doing, buddy? So yeah, I would say there's a sci-fi novel that is recommended by a YouTuber that I really like called Quinn's Ideas. I forget the name of it, but humankind in this far flung into the future has the ability to turn themselves off and back on again. And they're allowed to respec, they're allowed to, like, you could be a baker, like a famous baker one day, and the next week you could be like, I just want to be a painter. Or you could be like, you know what? I think I would like to be Bob the office worker. Thank you for the stretch and drink redeem. Assignment that I couldn't draw by being tired after 8 hours of straight practice and being cooked under the sun. Oh my god. I'm back, Swamp Daddy. I made ramen. What kind of ramen? So yeah, to me, heaven would be the ability to experience everything that is reality, but also have the ability to turn it off when it's too much and I am tired of it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I know that seems kind of like nebulous, but I don't want like pearly gates, eternal golf cart of the spotless mind, you know? I don't want that. Eternal golf cart of the spotless mind. Yeah. Chicken the superior flavor. Yeah, mental fuse box. I would love that. I would love that. There could be like whole millennia where I'm just like, oh god, the fucking Necrons are out there again. It's fucking awful right now. Just turn me off. I don't want to be here. And I just die for like aeons. And then I'll give like a turn on condition of like, hey, when the Necrons go away, can I come back? And then they'll turn me, and then I'll just be flicked back on, like turning on a computer. You know what I mean? Soy sauce. Also, why no wig? Steel wig redeem? It's not a wig. It's my hair. What do you mean? I'm not wearing a wig. Think of it like this. If you had immortality, imagine falling into the ocean and being unable to swim. Yeah, it'd be awful. That's what I'm saying. You're perpetually falling, and you're like, fuck, dude. Yeah, soy sauce is awesome. Something, it's so simple, yet so good. Yeah, I would not want that. That's what I'm saying. I think people, when they ask about being in an eternal state of anything, whether that be the afterlife, whether that be, like, vampirism, or, I don't know, just being a fucking deathless god, I don't think they truly understand the horror that is infinity. Our minds are not meant to understand eternal constants. Yeah, eternity is I'm just saying, like, I would love to have selective eternity where I can decide when I do and don't want to exist, and to revive me on certain, like, existence conditions, right? Like, I would like that. That would also imply we have broken down the hedgehog paradox to understand a shut-off of one's own existence. It's true. Yeah, we still haven't figured out what consciousness is, really. If you think about that, it's really shocking. You know, one of the most fundamental questions to reality, what even is consciousness? We don't even have a clear-cut definition as to what it is. You just pop back in like, what did I miss? Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's my idea of heaven, is just being able to do that and be like, oh shit, what do you mean the Skaven ran off with the cheese? That's crazy. Oh shit. Yo, what up, Earl? You know, like, I would love that. How many years has it been? Oh, like 10,000? Sure, cool. Shit, a lot must have happened. Fill me in on it, because a part of me is kind of sad because I'm not really sure if, like, I'll be able to experience what life is going to be like 10,000 years from now. You know? Maybe reincarnation's a thing and I can be proven wrong. But I'd like to know, I'm kind of curious as to what the rest of life is going to look like, you know? From now until the last gasp. I feel like I'm going to fundamentally lose out on a lot of stuff. And, you know, sometimes that makes me a little sad, but at other times I'm like, I'm in an era where I can be a silly little crocodile man on the internet, and I can broadcast to twitch.tv and people will show up and make interesting questions like this that I'm now going to muse about for the rest of the night. You know what I mean? But in this style of eternity, do you know what happens in your past lives during the current life you have? I think you should have a conditional option. I think you should have a conditional option where you can check a checkbox that says, "Do I want to remember my past life?" If my past life was shit, I would tick no. If my past life was awesome, if I was like a rock star and I was like, I don't know, fucking married a goddamn, I don't know, someone hot and smart, then yeah, I would love to remember that. Be like, shit, I banged who? That's sick. You know? When that implies some souls decided to just be the absolute worst beings for the hell of it, well, that's, yeah. I mean, I think that's arguably what reality is. Some people choose to be their absolute worst selves. Your concept of living through eternity and how people grasp a concept of sentimental value when you can do equivalents of skip events in life? Yeah. Alright, real question. Who's the hottest video game / anime femboy? Alright, there are two very deep existential questions that I'm being asked right now. One of which I don't have a very good answer to. We all know that's Zoo. I'm not a femboy! I don't know. It would bring up very interesting philosophical questions, like what is even the nature of sentimentality, and is it even necessary? Venti, Felix, Astolfo? I don't know. I'll just say my friends because, like, I want them to be happy, I guess. I don't really have any particular desire for femboys. Lord knows they've tried. But, I would say, just for the shits and giggles of it, because I know it's going to bother Ghosty, I'll say Ghost Fox. I'll say... I don't want to say Nippy, because I see Nippy as a younger brother more than I... One of us. We can't argue sentimentality is a human concept as we observed in our pets. It's true. It's true. Elephants have terms of endearment for their fellow members as well as random animals they adopt. That is a thing they do. Also, elephants carry terrible grudges. Don't piss off an elephant. That's all I'm saying. They will maul you. And then when you die, they will go to your, like, funeral reception and fuck shit up. Because fuck you in particular. That is a real thing that happened to someone. Mission complete. Yeah. I don't think it was... Fuck me in particular, gladly. That's crazy. I don't think you want an elephant smashing you, because they're not going to be talking about smashing you in that way. They're going to be talking about, like, smashing you with their feet underfoot and watching you turn into Jello pudding. So, you know, wouldn't recommend it is all I'm saying. All right. Pudding. And if you were commenting on stupid thought, that was not a stupid thought. If you're talking about the above thing that you posted, it was not a stupid thought. I thought it was very interesting, actually, and a very good point. Would an elephant remember the breeder guy as the wingman, or that one guy that stared at him and his mate for the past 8 hours? I don't know. Some elephants might be into that. I can't speak for the elephant. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna sleep. Bye all. Yeah, you have a good night, Eos. Alright, everyone. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna send you out to someone that I know. Elephant voyeurism is crazy. You know what? That's gonna be the raid message. Don't explain it if they ask. Let's see. Elephant voyeurism. Who am I gonna send you over to? I'm sorry. I'm like, my brain is, I'm like cracking up right now. All right. I'm going to send you over to my friend Glitch. Holy mackerel. I just woke up, by the way. I see. All right, everyone. And as always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and most of all, don't forget to be kind. And I will see you all, well, tomorrow, because where the hell else am I going? You know what I mean? So, all right. the raid redeem is elephant voyeurism. Don't explain it. Don't explain it. Just send it to them, okay? All right. Y'all take care. Bye for now. Oh my goodness.